everyone. Hope all of you are healthy and safe. This is Lopamudra Dev once again welcoming you all in a new session of LD's Academy. Before starting the session, I would love to inform you that the channel has completed 150 subscription. I'm really very thankful to you all for your endless support and encouragement. Hope you will keep supporting me and we have also got some benefit from this channel. So with huge hope of future support, I would love to start today's session as usually with a motivational quote. And today's quotation is, it's going to be hard, but hard does not mean impossible. If we have chosen some goal which seems hard, that should not discourage us, because something may be hard, but if our dedication is strong, if we are fully devoted to reach towards the destination, nothing can stop us, nothing can be impossible. We will surely achieve the goal. So with that motto of your life or our life, we should always try to move ahead to reach to our destination. So that's all about the quotation. So let's start the session formally. Today I have chosen a topic from environmental education, which is a optional paper of teacher education course, and the main topic is methods of teaching environmental education, which is little lengthy topic, and I have chosen the subtopic of it, which is environmental education by formal method. That means how environmental education is provided to the children formally. Okay, so before going something very much related to environmental education, let me first give you an idea what actually formal education is. What does mean by formal method of education? Formal education is something which is provided by some well organized educational institutions, like in our current day society, it's schools, colleges, universities, some technical institutes like IITs are there, IISc, and then IIM, some management institutes are also there. So when education is provided by formal method along with the well organized institution, it must have some well defined and systematic curriculum. At the same time, such education is provided uh, for a limited or specific period of time. Okay, like we have specific period of school education, like according to the new education policy, we have specific periods are mentioned, like 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4, that kind of. Then after completing the school education, we move to the college education, and there then university education. But in every stages there are some specific, that means some limited time period. Okay, it should not, it's not something very lifelong. Education is something very lifelong, but when we are talking about formal education, then we talk about a stipulated period of time. Okay, so environmental education nowadays has become an integral part of the education system of our country and many other countries of the world. So and it is formally provided to the children by various educational institutions. Now let us talk about the content. What should be there in the curriculum of environmental education? We know what should be there in the literature subject, what should be there in the curriculum of science, what should be there in the curriculum of mathematics. But in case of environmental education, the content should be little different, which are mainly related to real life application. Because until and unless whatever knowledge we gather related to environment, until and unless we that is implement them in our real life, all those knowledge will be wasted. Because environmental education is provided to inculcate environmental values, to inculcate environmental ethics to the individual, so that they can contribute in solving various issues of uh, environment. They can conserve the resources in the later days of our life. But these should be stepwise. It's not that all the things can be done in a single stage of education. Okay, so the four main components of environmental education content are awareness, then real life conservation, then mm, real life, then conservation, then sustainable management and development. Though different content are that is emphasized differently in different stage of formal education, all these four components are very very integrated and interrelated, and one cannot be that is provided in isolation from the other, and all these four components are given equal emphasis. But the thing is that all kinds of knowledges are not provided to all stages of development. It depends on the age of the and class, which class a particular individual is, how old the particular individual is. Depending on the curriculum is constructed and the content is chosen, that at what stage of education which particular component should be emphasized. But throughout the formal method of education, all these four components are given equal importance. Okay, and these four components, let me again are that is recall that these are awareness, real life, conservation, and sustainable management and development. Okay, so let's now move that how stage wise, at what stage of development which component is emphasized more, and how the education is provided to the children. While in my previous video I discussed about objectives of environmental education, there one of the most important objective was creating awareness. So in the primary stage, as what we say, as we know that the children or those who are very young age, that means youth, they are very they very quickly take the new ideas, and they are the future citizen of the country, or you can say they are the future members of the society. So as soon as they enter into the school, they should be made aware about their surrounding. And one more thing, let me tell you, whenever we talk about environment, whenever we use the term environment, it's not only something like trees, plants, houses, air, water, soil. No, environment is something very as earlier in my earlier videos also I said you, environment is something who has influence on us. And we also has equal impact on them. So here, whenever we are talking about environment, we are talking about our psychological environment, we are talking about our biological environment, we are talking about our sociological environment. So everything. If you keep only that is biological environment in your mind, you may get confused why during the discussion. So always do remember that whenever we use the term environment, we are talking about all these things who has impact on us, and we also have influence on them. So in primary stage, most emphasis is given on awareness, and then real life situation, and then ultimately conservation. So the children are first made aware about the environmental issues, about their surrounding, about the interdependence of various components of environment. Until and unless they are made aware about all those things, they won't be able to implement their knowledge in real life situations, and they won't be able to understand the importance of the conservation of various environmental components. So conservation and implementation or application of knowledge in the real life situation, it will come in the later stages of life, because at this stage they are so small, they won't applicability is very less in them. They can only acquire knowledge. They can we can only propagate the knowledge, because they just take the ideas, but implementation of the ideas in the real life situation comes in the later days. So here main emphasis is given on creating awareness, making them introduced with the environment, making them know about the impact of healthy environment on everyone's life. And this environment is not something like taking them to the school garden and making them know about different parts of plant with different types of plants. No, it's, as I said, it's psychological, sociological, every all kind of environment comes under this broad concept. Okay, and here what happened, the content mainly related to the school environment and the home environment, because their spectrum is this much only, and learning should be through concrete example, because the children at this age do not understand something very abstract. So everything they learn, they should learn through hands-on experiences. They should be taken to the field trips. They should be that is taken to the summer camps, and in a very much interesting and enjoyable way, they should be made aware about their environment. Okay, so that's how at the primary stage, environmental education is provided to the children. Okay, here main emphasis is given on building up of the uh, awareness. At the same time, at this age, this is very very important. The interdisciplinary approach must be adopted, like till class 1 to 8 there is no subject like according to the guidelines, there should be no subject like science, then social studies, that way it should be EVS. Okay, because it is an environmental studies or environmental education is a interdisciplinary approach. If you need to understand environment as a whole, one must have the help of science like physics, chemistry, biology. One must have the knowledge of mathematics. One must have the knowledge of geography. political science, civics, everything. So interdisciplinary approach must be that is adopted, so that the children can be uh, that is made aware about various issues or various aspects of environment. Okay. But this thing is mainly done in the lower secondary approach, because primary students are very very small. They are very small, so gradually we should proceed. So in case of lower secondary approach, with the help of lower secondary stage, with by adopting interdisciplinary approach, various issues of environment should be emphasized at this stage. At this stage, children are they are in their growing stage of development. They become very much conscious about their physical, social, and aesthetic aspects of environment. So here, along with awareness, they are also provided some knowledge regarding environmental issues and their impacts on our lives, how the things can be taken care of, so that uh, everyone can get benefit from all the natural resources. All those things are that means knowledge regarding all these issues are, are provided to the children, because they gradually they start acquiring all those things. They are in a stage of that means higher cognitive level. So as their cognitive power increases, so more and more we can increase the span of the environmental component. Okay. And here in this stage also, children can be the environmental education can be imparted through some uh, co-developmental camps, educational trips like excursion and all, then environment day celebration. Then we can make them aware about the themes of environmental education. Some hands-on project activities can be given, so that they search new information regarding the environment. So that's how sorry, so that's how more knowledge can be provided to them. And one very important thing a teacher should consider, that environmental activities should be what to say, it should it should not be same in every places and every stage of development. Like we have discussed about field trips in primary stage also, and then in lower secondary stage also. But as the children grow little older in the lower secondary stage, their knowledge span has increased, their cognitive ability is little higher. In that case, the though the concepts are same, but the more it should be done in a more intense way. At the same time, the teachers should keep in mind that whatever the activities are chosen varies from place to place, because environmental education, the needs of that is environmental needs, the climatic condition, everything vary from place to place. So whatever activities are done in Assam may not be very much suitable in case of UP. So that's how while choosing the activities, teachers should be very very particular. The teachers should be be specific while and need specific while preparing the activities for the children. Okay, so this is that's how environmental education can be provided in lower secondary stage. Next, in higher secondary stage, the children are at the age of adolescent. They are in they they are in the way to become the citizen of a nation. They feel themselves more responsible. So here in this stage, the more emphasis can be given on real life. Emphasis can also be given on conservation, and little emphasis should also be given on sustainable management and development. Here, uh, the most of the whatever that is activities and whatever content, and all the content should based on some action oriented works. Okay, so the commonly environmental education can be they can be made aware, they can be made that is how the awareness or how the knowledge can be implemented in the real life situation. Those things can be inculcated in them by practical based activities, by field works, by seminars, dialogues, projects, symposium, exhibitions, various discussions and debate, field survey. All these things, all these practical oriented works can be should be implemented in the should be included in the curriculum at this level of formal education, to make the children knowledgeable about environment, provide environmental education to the children. And we know that the NCRT has developed the curriculum framework which contain good books, various charts, various the other content are also there to make the children aware of the environment. Some supplementary books can also be prescribed to the children to make them more knowledgeous regarding environment. Next is the college stage. Here, mainly the emphasis is given on conservation and your sustainable development and management. I think you know that every now and then we get to know that some new things are invented by the students of IIT. Like few months back, during the that is pandemic situation of coronavirus, the students of IIT, they have invented very eco-friendly kind of ventilator. Then so many such things. So here what happens, sustainable management, that how the natural resources should be used in manageable way, so that they can be conserved and uh, can be made available for the future generation. Okay, so here emphasis is mainly on sustainable management and development, and then it is followed by real life situation and awareness, because they are already aware about very much that is many environmental issues. So now it's time to manage the environmental resources in a sustainable way. Okay, so uh, science and techno teaching are the main content here. And in college stage, environmental education has become compulsory in various that is technological institutes like engineering colleges, polytechnic colleges, IITs, where in environmental education is taught as environmental engineering. Okay, environmental engineering, it's like how the concept of engineering can be implemented in suppose town and country planning, then improvement of the urban slums, how human settlements can be made in a healthy environment, then landscaping, industrial design, how industries can be designed so that it cause less pollution in the environment, then designing of environmental impact assessment, or that means impact assessment means suppose construction of various industries, construction of houses, roads, building, how these things will have their impact on environment, such that impact can, how it should be assessed, on what criteria the assessment procedure should be done. So all these things are the very that is these are the new courses uh, that are included in uh, various that means educational stage, uh, like college stage. Okay, along with that various subjects like health and hygiene, toxicology, occupational health, nutrition, chem environment, these all are part of chemical engineering, which is also taught in the college stage of the technical institute. And it's very good to know that almost all these subjects are available in various institutions of our country. We are not lagging behind in inculcation of environmental education through various environment that is educational institutes of our country. Next is university stage. As all of you know that UGC is the that is master body of or regulation of the university education. It has prime responsibility of providing environmental education in the postgraduate level. So here also most of the courses environmental education is made as a compulsory subject for most of the courses provided offered by various universities under UGC. And environmental education also includes social ecology, human ecology, psychology, counseling, environmental ethics, then environmental economics, where cost, benefit, effects, all these things are there. So that is the reason I said you that whenever we talk about environment, everything comes, our psychological state, everything. That's why you should not get confused that why in environmental education, psychology, social ecology, counseling, all these things are included. Because in environment is not something the plants and animals and air, water, houses around us. It's everything around us who has equal impact on ourselves. Okay, so here in university level, mainly environmental education is provided through dissertation submission, like research work. The students are that is need to done students need to done some research work. They are, field visits are done, seminars are conducted, so that more and more informations can be collected. Students can do some small scale research on various environmental issues, so that they can they can uh, contribute in the sustainable management and development of environment. And environmental legislation, this is also a part of the curriculum, and which is very very important. Many people's they do wrong with the environment, and sometimes those who do not do, they cannot oppose others those who do wrong to the environment, because they are not aware about various environmental laws, environmental protection acts. Okay, so all this knowledge are provided to the children in environmental legislation, which is also a part of curriculum in various universities. And we need to know about all those acts, then only we can contribute in conserving or conservation of natural resources, which is very very important. Okay, so in university stage, such kind of that is disciplines are there, such subjects are there that are that is in the curriculum, to make children aware about the environment, to make them responsible towards environmental issues, to make them implement all the knowledge that are acquired in the real life situation, and also make them uh, what to say, make them efficient in sustainable management and development. Okay, so if we talk about formal education, that means how formal education is done in various countries. So these are the ways. Formally, in various educational institutions within a very stipulated period of time, with well organized curriculum in different stages of development, emphasizing on different content of environmental component of environmental content, education is provided. So being Indians, we must know that what is the current situation of formal environmental education in India. It's a very what to say, it's very pleasure for us to know that in our country there are nearly 200 departments of environmental education in various educational organizations. Most of the universities, most of the colleges of our country, they offer various that is subjects that are related to environmental education. They offer degrees like MSc, MPhil, PhD in various technical institutions, MTech in ME, that is Master of Engineering in Environmental, Master of Environmental Engineering, MTech in Environmental Engineering. Doctorate programs are there offered by various that means technical institutions, along with the that is non-technical institutions. So we should not be worried that if we are eager to know more about environment, we if we are eager to be more, want to be more responsible towards our environment, that makes us to know more about environment. We are offered with various courses related to environmental education by various institutes of our country. And researches can also be done in CSIR, ICAR, ICMR. These are that is central agencies where research and development works can be done in formal mode of education. So uh, as I earlier also said that the my knowledge span is not very that is big. So how much I could provide knowledge regarding to this particular topic, I have tried to provide you with this video. So I hope you will get benefit from this video. In my next video I will come with another very important topic of the teacher education course. So please do like and share my video and subscribe the channel, and be safe